Can we have a huge round of applause, sir?
Yes, sure.
And ladies and gentlemen, I will make it really short here. What we're talking about is the Big Data Initiative. We talked about. It's been talked about. Srivastavaji also mentioned just now a need for creating a complete database, a single view of the customer, and that's what we're talking about. Before that, I just wanted to explain to you what is big data really. I mean, everybody keeps talking about big data. Big data is nothing different than, let's say, big money. For me, big money can be 1 crore. For a poor man, 1 lakh can be big money. And for a large businessman, 100 crores may be big money. So it is similar in big data. So there is no big data as a definition saying if you exceed 1 terabyte or 5 terabytes, 100 terabytes, it's big data. It is essentially depending on those 3 major ones, which is volume, variety, and velocity. So the speed at which we are receiving data, the variety of data, whether it is digital, whether it is animation, whatever other form, and of course the volume of the data. And if you see what's happening, slowly there is an information overload happening. And we, in the first presentation, we covered the kind of information that's coming into the net every day. And it is not possible at all for us to actually keep control of the amount of data that we are receiving. So what we need to look at the 4th V, which is value. So the ability to actually look for something in the data is where the need for analytics in big data comes in, because there's so much of data which is irrelevant to us. How do we go and identify that part which gives us the value, and which is what the center of the presentation is about. This is the vision of the MD Beltran that he shared yesterday, saying that there is data coming in from every different source about the citizen. And you're coming from, there's data for Nariga, there is data for E-Shakti, there is driving license data, there is land records, and everything pertains to individual. And if you see most of the social programs that are being implemented by the government, while it is announced in total, the benefit should go to an individual, and the individual should be identifiable. And what happens, like I think many people talked about need for affidavits need to go, and we should be able to, the government should have one single data that looks at the citizen from all angles and should be able to identify whether he is actually in receipt of the social service that we are trying to provide to him, and vice versa, that the person, the citizen, every citizen anywhere should be able to receive information and benefits that is due to him without having to go through all this rigmarole that we are currently going. And that's a big challenge. And in a state like Bihar, which has got a population of 10 crores plus, I mean, which is actually bigger than the population of Germany, so it's like, the 17th or 18th largest country in the world, it is that much more complex. And there are several things that I've listed. And I will just take a small snapshot as to what is the complexity involved. For example, take me as I put Sridhar and Vikram as an example, but take me as an example. My passport name is Sundar Swaminathan Iyer. My PAN is Sundar S. Iyer. My driving license is Sundar Iyer. And they are all different. And there are other documents which is S. Iyer. How does the government know all these are one single man, which is Sundar Iyer? And that's where analytics comes in, helps you saying, in all these different data that are coming in, the person is just one, and that's a challenge in front of us. Sorry. So if you look at this data, this is actually a real life data. A single person, Abhijit Kumar Singh, UID, municipal, driving license, LPG, others, they're all in different formats. The address is different, the name is different, the date of birth is different, in a different format. How do you say all this belongs to one Abhijit Kesing? And that's where SAS comes in terms of solving this problem. And we do that and create a single data which is using the MDM technology. And of course, I don't want to go into the return on investment, the repeatedly government spending money to identify a beneficiary is so large. For example, to issue a UID card, the government spends close to 140 rupees. Now, take that example. So that happens, then the census person goes and collects another set of data. The LPG person, everybody keeps, and every data collection means you're talking about hundreds of rupees being spent for every one of the schemes. If you have a single data, which is the vision of Bihar, I think this will be a great success. Of course, I don't want to get getting into selling SaaS here. Again, there are a lot of people who already talked about the cloud, and this is what we are coming to actually. What is the difference between business intelligence and analytics? It's essentially saying, if you ask the right question, you get the right answer in business intelligence. Analytics is where you don't ask a question, the system actually using statistical tools tells you that this is the answer that you're looking for. And that's a fundamental difference between analytics and business intelligence. And we already covered that. This is exactly what we want to do. This is, as I said, MD Beltran yesterday talked about this vision of having this single database. And Mr. N. K. Sinha said today morning that 20 crores already sanctioned, and they are going to create a central database. And this is what it will look like. Every citizen can be looked at from every angle, and you can issue certificates and things like that to him with the photo so that he can be uniquely identified, and the benefit of whatever social work that we are doing actually goes to the end recipient. And that is where you get a real good return on investment. That's all I have.